All right, now we're going to take those mass conception ideas and apply it to a slightly more complex form, bring a few more ideas into the mix. So when we looked at this form last time, it was below our eye level, so perspective comes into play in terms of those ellipses. The further below our eye level, those circles we see as they go below our eye level, we see more and more of the ellipse. So that means that front edge becomes more and more concave. But otherwise, we didn't have to worry about a near corner, right? Because we can't really look at this and say, well, there's a front and there's a side to it, because we could, the front could be here, or here, or here, any place. There's no long and short side. So we didn't have to worry about a near corner. But if I put up an object like this, that's a little bit different, because now I've got, that's below my eye level as before, but now I've got to think about a near corner, because this is a rectangular solid-like form down here. So I've got a near corner along here, which means that since the whole thing's below my eye level, perspective lines are going to be running uphill this way. The further below my eye level, the more steeply uphill they're going to run. Right? So when I start off drawing this flatly, I want to think about that perspective idea. I've got a near corner, the lines are going to be moving uphill. So my first envelope shape might be something like this, and I'm going to have an angle on it like this, running uphill, because my perspective lines are running like this. I'm more around to the front, so here's my near corner. More around to the front, so this is going to be a steeper moving uphill line going this way than this one over here. Okay. So I just start with that. It's below my eye level. I've got a near corner. I'm a little bit more to the left of the near corner. So that gives me some ideas about how to think about all these forms. So then I just want to break it up into its big component parts. So I've got the drill, sort of the drill section here, and then handle section here. And then I've got the foot to it down here. So just keeping things really flat still. Okay, and then I can divide it up further. So this divides into two pieces here. This handle, I've got this section, sort of the trigger section here, and then handle section here, and bottom here. Keep things flat still, right? Then I could, from here, let me just start from here. All right, so I've got my flat envelope shapes. All right, so then what I want to do is go and just look at these forms, and they're a little bit more complicated than the last forms that we look at, but we can still, if we really try, we can think about the essential nature of each of these parts and what are they most like in terms of sphere, cone, cube, and cylinder. All right, so this whole section up here, I can just start with, there's some areas that are a little bit more angled and a little bit more like a rectangular solid, other areas that are a little bit more rounded like a cylinder, but the whole thing is cylindrical-like, and I'm seeing the back of that cylinder. So I'm just going to start there and just say, okay, I'm just going to allow this whole thing it's like a tapered cylinder. And it may help you to, when you're drawing through, to draw the near edge, the edge that you see as a darker line. And the inside line could be lighter, or you could put a dotted line to it. All right, so these are So this is just like a big cylinder that's sitting on its side. Right. All right, this section down here, again, there's a lot of stuff going on, but basically I can say, well, it's kind of like a very flat rectangular solid. So I'm just going to see this, and then I think about what a rectangular solid would do. It's below my eye level. I've got a near corner, so it's going to run uphill, these lines. this way. And then I would see the top of it. So you just draw the top if I can. Okay, so hopefully that looks kind of box-like in there. And then the handle down here is, it's like a squished cylinder. So I'm going to draw, looking down on it, so I'm going to see the top of it, see the bottom of it, throw in an extra construction line. Whenever you've got kind of a long distance, just throw in an extra construction line. And then this bottom part here, again, it's like a rectangular solid. It's a little bit, it's tapered on the ends. It makes kind of comes down like this, but basically it's like a rectangular, it's like a rectangular solid. And I'm going to see this side of it over here, so I'm going to show this side. This front side I'm not going to see. And then if I was taking these lines, I was drawing the inside of the box, because I want to complete that volume. All right. And then this, the drill out here is also like a cylinder. Whoops. All right. So as you get down to these, if you get down to some smaller forms, I kind of made a mess of that, but get down to these smaller forms, you still are responsible for that volume. So keep making it volumetric. Don't give up on this volume idea just because you're putting in a small form. Any form that you put in to the drawing, you're responsible for in terms of making a volume out of it.